Episode 1 is in the books. Yes, chef is upon us. I think we did pretty well for ourselves. The first challenge, take our list of ingredients and either stick with our chef's menu or create something brand new. Michelle chose to create something brand new using all of our ingredients. As you saw, everyone on my team was a little hesitant to do desserts, but I wasn't. I never shy away from making desserts. I have a history of making desserts. So I took inspiration from Chef Chris's dessert and my dessert, making that beautiful toasted brioche with goat cheese fluff and the saskatoon berry jam with beets. So here's a little twist on that dish. Instead of just going with a toasted brioche or pan perdue, I'm gonna go with a bread pudding using some sliced brioche bread. You need 6 to 8 slices of white bread or brioche. This is a sliced brioche got from the market. I'm gonna cut it into about 1/2-inch squares. It's nice, fluffy, sweet already. Now the thing is, you don't want to just go straight into making a bread pudding with fresh bread. You want this to sit out for at least 6 hours before soaking it. Now for our bread pudding batter. 4 large eggs. Let's give that a whisk. 1 cup of sugar. A splash of bourbon vanilla, about a tablespoon. And 1 cup of whole milk. Pour batter right over the top. My bread sat overnight, so it's nice and stale. It's gonna absorb a lot of liquid this way. Stir it together. Let's just set this to the side. You wanna let your bread soak for at least 30 minutes. You really want all that liquid to absorb into the bread. Now this could take longer depending on the size of the bread or the type of bread you're using. So the best way to check is just to move the bread around and see if there's any liquid at the bottom of the bowl. Once the liquid from the bottom of the bowl is pretty much absorbed, it's ready to go. Our bread's been soaking now for 1 hour, so let's get into our oven. I love using silicone bakeware. Easy to clean, very non-stick, but even though it's non-stick, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of butter. Just take the butter, just rub it inside. You want it to be cold. A little extra fat never hurt a bread pudding. And this is what you're looking for right here. So there's just a little bit of liquid down left at the bottom. Okay, now don't pack it down too tight. So I have my oven set to 350 degrees and it's gonna go for about 45 minutes until it gets nice and golden brown on top. And we're baking this uncovered. It's been 45 minutes, so let's pull our bread pudding out. Look how beautiful that is. Now tell if it's done, not just by the color. When it starts pulling away naturally from the sides, completely nice and clean, just like that, it's fully cooked. While our bread pudding cools completely, let's get on to making our fluff. First, in our pot, we're gonna add 2 ounces of water, 4 ounces of white granulated sugar. And we're gonna get our sugar on the stove and we're gonna put it on a medium-high heat. We wanna cook the sugar until the bubbles start to dissipate and the surface becomes a little calm. We don't want caramelization. And all we want is for the water to be almost completely evaporated. Next, in the KitchenAid, we're gonna add 4 ounces of fresh goat cheese. Bring that up, lock it in place. All right, we're gonna start mixing our goat cheese. While it's mixing, we're gonna pour in our hot simple syrup. Every once in a while, you're gonna stop, bring down, scrape down everything. Make sure everything is getting mixed in. Then we're gonna add in 1% Versa Whip. We're starting to get a lot of air into our fluff. Now we're gonna add 1% xanthan gum. This is gonna help stabilize the whole thing. It's been going for about 15 minutes and it's all set. It is more than doubled in size. It has beautiful texture to it. Now let's get going on our saskatoon and beet compote. Instead of using saskatoon berries because I couldn't get them here in California, I'm using a blueberry. Huckleberries aren't really in season right now, and you just can't get saskatoons around here. I'm just gonna cut off the bottom, cut off the top. You'll probably be wearing gloves for this, but I ran out. Now we're just gonna peel our beet. What I love about beets, especially red beets, is they can be used for sweet and savory dishes. Now cut them down into some thin circles. Make sure they're all stacked nice and neat. want that perfect little size. Nice little brunoise. Now we're gonna go right into our pan with all of our beets. Now we're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of molasses and just enough water to cover our beets by about 1/4 inch. Now I'm gonna get my beets on the stove and get them simmering. Just a medium-low heat. Want to make sure that they're nice and tender before we add in the rest of our ingredients. As you can see, I reduced the liquid down very far. Now we're gonna add in 2 cups of blueberries, along with 1 cup of white sugar, and 2 cups of water. Just give that a stir. They have retained their flavor, the color, and their texture by simmering them nice and slow. We're gonna cook this down until almost all the liquid is reduced and it just has that beautiful silky looking jam consistency. That's it right there. Let's try not to burn my mouth this time. Oh yeah, it's sweet, it's earthy. You're getting a little bit of that pop from the blueberry seeds, like when you bite into a fresh blueberry. Those beets are perfectly tender. So you're getting all this earthy, kind of rustic, sweet flavor. It's gonna go perfect with everything else. Now for our bread pudding, it is fully cooled to room temperature. I'm gonna flip it out. Perfect. Stuck a little bit, but not too bad. Now from here, we wanna cut about 1 inch thick pieces. 2 should be enough per plate. All our components are done, so let's get plating. And turn our pan up to a medium high, which is about 325. Add in 2 tablespoons of butter. What I love about induction is it heats up so quickly. Let's get our first piece in. Let it cook, don't mess with it. Flip. We're gonna turn on our heat to a medium, about 250. Now the segments of 1 mandarin orange, we're gonna drop those in. Be careful, don't splatter yourself. You'll let these finish cooking. You'll start with a nice dollop of our goat cheese fluff. We're gonna give it a little swipe. We're gonna give it a nice little torch. We're gonna do a beautiful little canal of our blueberry and beet sauce. Is gelled with all that pectin from the beets and the blueberries. Now take some of our brown butter tangerines and just let them drop. Give some of that brown butter. You're gonna cook the bread pudding just long enough so that the butter begins to brown to the bottom of the pan. And there's the first dish from Yes Chef, episode 1. Get a little bit of that fluff, just the bread pudding. Get a little bit of that caramelized sugar and the brown butter. Then you get that beautiful brioche and the sweetness, almost that little bit of a honeyness to it, lots of vanilla, and our goat cheese fluff. It's sweet. It's tangy. Try a little bit of our beet sauce here. Sweet, savory. A little bit of that earthiness from the beets. Beautiful tangerines and brown butter. Don't forget to catch Yes Chef next week. If you want to check out some of my cocktail videos, click up there for Thirsty Thursdays. If you want to check out some of my side dishes, click right there. Until next time, I'm Ron the Cook.